Just yesterday that white Republican suburban women are now going to vote Republican.
Why?
It's almost like roaches voting for rape.
Sunny Hostin has never been one to shy away from controversy, but this time she may have crossed the line. In a shocking live moment, the View audience turned against her, erupting in boos so loud that even Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar struggled to regain control. But what exactly did she say that sparked such an intense reaction, not just in the studio, but all across social media? It wasn't just one comment. This backlash couldn't have come at a worse time, as Sunny's
And they're talking about threatening him with insurance fraud. I would say you could get about 20 years in prison, so that's a death sentence.
husband is now facing serious accusations in connection with a massive $500 million federal fraud scheme. With everything spiraling out of control, is this the beginning of the end for Sunny Hostin on The View? The View is known for its heated debates. Arguments between co-hosts are nothing new. Meghan McCain stormed off, Whoopi has clashed with guests, and Joy Behar has found herself in the middle of countless viral moments. But what happened to Sunny Hostin this time was different. While the audience on The View is usually vocal, it's rare to see them turn so aggressively on a co-host.
15 women have accused him of sexual assault. We've heard about the Stormy Daniels story, that he allegedly paid $130,000.
Were you pissed that she canceled on your show?
I was. Only because, we're a very supportive environment for women. I mean, I think any guest will tell you.
Typically, debates stay within the realm of spirited discussion, but this time, the crowd's reaction was unmistakable. They weren't just disagreeing, they were rejecting her outright. But why? What exactly did she say that pushed them over the edge? It all started with a debate, just like so many others on The View. The panel was deep into a discussion when Sunny made a comment that instantly shifted the mood in the room. While the exact wording remains up for debate, reports suggest she made a statement about white people.
Also, another legal note, Pete Hegseth's lawyer said he paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of a baseless lawsuit.
Oh.
He has denied any wrongdoing.
That's interesting. Pay off the witness.
That didn't sit well with the audience. Some viewers felt she crossed the line, while others saw it as an unapologetic expression of her views. But one thing was undeniable. The audience wasn't having it. At first, there were murmurs, then a few audible gasps, and within seconds, the studio was filled with loud boos. Even the most seasoned producers were caught off guard. Sunny tried to continue speaking, but the audience wasn't done reacting. The boos weren't just a brief interruption. They grew louder, completely drowning her out. Whoopi and Joy, visibly stunned, exchanged glances, unsure of how to handle the situation.
Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers.
For a moment, it seemed like the show might completely lose control. Producers scrambled behind the scenes, unsure whether to cut to commercial or let the chaos unfold. And as the tension escalated, one looming question hung in the air. Would Sunny walk off, or would she stand her ground? As if this firestorm wasn't enough, another major controversy exploded at the exact same time, this time involving Sunny's husband, Emmanuel Hostin. Reports have now surfaced that
I have a legal note.
You want to take this one, Joy, or are you
Matt
good?
Gaetz has long denied all allegations and has not been charged with any crime.
Sunny's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, is facing serious allegations in a massive federal insurance fraud case. Documents claim he knowingly provided fraudulent medical services, racking up an estimated $500 million in fraudulent claims. This revelation only added fuel to the fire. Was the audience already fed up with Sunny's attitude? And did this legal drama push them over the edge? Regardless, the timing couldn't have been worse. Just as Sunny was fighting backlash from her own audience, her husband's scandal made headlines, further damaging her public image.
I have this huge platform on The View, and I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless. What some people don't know about me is they know I'm a prosecutor, but I'm from the South Bronx projects. Like, I'm really just a everyday person. And I remember when I was 7, my uncle was in front of me, and our family never talked.
As soon as the episode aired, social media lit up. Clips of the moment flooded Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube, with fans fiercely debating whether the boos were justified. Some defended Sunny, claiming she was being unfairly targeted for simply speaking her mind. Others argued her comments were offensive and divisive, insisting that the View audience had every right to call her out. Hashtags like Chew Cancel Sunny Hostin and The View Meltdown began trending, proving that this wasn't just a minor controversy. It had become the hot topic of the day. As the backlash grew,
So there are a lot of problems with it, but the notion that we aren't a violent country, this country was built on violence. We're a very violent country, and it's just undeniable that that's the case. And so I'm not, unfortunately, surprised that people are celebrating the use of violence. I'm not surprised that this young man thought that change could be accomplished through violence. 1 in 4 Americans say violence against government sometimes is justified. And today, in 2024, 1 in 10 Americans say violence is justified right now against corporations and government.
That's scary.
Those are just.
And even though I don't think he might change something, he might have laid out a plan for a copycat. That's what.
Rumors began to swirl. Was Sunny forced to apologize? Were the producers pressuring her to tone down her comments? Or worse, were they considering cutting her from the show? Insiders claim there were intense discussions behind the scenes after the episode aired. While ABC hasn't made an official statement, sources suggest the network is very aware of the public's reaction and is keeping a close eye on how this plays out. Could this backlash be enough for ABC to reconsider Sunny's place on the show? Many former The View co-hosts have faced backlash before. Some survived, while others didn't. Whoopi Goldberg, for example, has faced calls for her firing multiple times, but always managed to return. Meghan McCain, on the other hand, eventually left after constant on-air clashes. Could Sunny be heading down the same path? The real question is, does she even want to stay? After being humiliated on live television and facing her husband's legal scandal at the same time, is Sunny already planning her exit from The View? The show has a long history of controversial moments, but this one stands out. Very few co-hosts have faced such intense live backlash from their own audience. Could this moment be as damaging as when Rosie O'Donnell clashed with Elizabeth Hasselbeck? Or when Meghan McCain's feud with Joy Behar turned into a viral spectacle? The difference here is that Sunny isn't just dealing with a heated debate. She's facing boos, a scandal involving her husband, and a growing public demand for her removal. So, what's next for Sunny Hostin? Will she fight to keep her seat on The View? Or is she already considering a quiet exit? One thing is certain. This controversy isn't going away anytime soon. The audience made their feelings clear, and now ABC has a tough decision to make. But what do you think? Was the audience right to boo Sunny? Or was this reaction completely over the top? Is this the end for her on The View? Or will she survive like so many co-hosts before her? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest celebrity drama.